Now, after this research from a growth factor, there are essentially two classes of PTFs that were isolated from MSB transformed cells. One class was shown to be able to compete with ectodermal growth factor, EGF, for receptor binding, and this class was termed to be TGF alpha. Another class was shown not to be able to compete for EGF binding, but the colony-forming activity could be enhanced by TGF beta, by EGF, and this was called TGF beta. So ectodermal growth factor is really composed of at least two different polypeptides, TGF alpha and TGF beta, and unfortunately they share a term, but they're very different proteins. And this was reported by Roberts and Sporn in the early 80s at the NCI. Following the discovery of TGF beta, then steps were taken to purify this protein, and three different sources of purification were used, from human platelet, human placenta, and as well as bovine kidney, by three different researchers at the NCI, Dr. Griffith Gorin, Chuck Froelich, and Anita Roberts. And purification, typically from bovine kidney, typically started with using 100 grams of bovine kidney taken from the local slaughterhouse. The kidneys were extracted with acid ethanol and then centrifuged and precipitated overnight in the cold room with about 50 liters of a solution of ether ethanol. The next day, the precipitate was dissolved in 2 liters of acetic acid and then applied to a 80-liter biogel P60 column and fractionated. The 1 liter fractions were collected, then lyophilized and redissolved for further chromatography. And using this procedure, this will yield from one preparation yielded about 5 to 6 micrograms of purified TGF beta. And we call it TGF beta 1 now because we know there are multiple isoforms, but at that time it was just known as TGF beta. So to give you some idea of the size of the columns needed for this purification, this slide shows the biogel P60 columns that were used, and the pink arrow on the right shows the 50 gallon drum that was used in the collection period. So the assay for TGF beta involves the growth of normal-like kidney cells, NRK cells, and cell target. So for this assay, a bag of base was placed on a petri dish, and into that was added a mixture of media, serum, NRK cells, EGF, and a portion of the sample. This was then allowed to incubate at 37 degrees with CO2 for 1 week, and then the place was stained, and the colonies were pounded with an instrument called an Automaton image analysis system. And the typical analysis Automaton system is shown at the bottom of the slide. Now, the concept is if TGF beta is present in the sample, then colonies would grow and be counted. If no TGF beta is present in the sample, no colonies would be blown and no colonies would be counted. So to go through the purification, after the final HPLC purification, this slide shows a polyacrylamide gel of the samples that were run on it, and TGF beta migrates as a 25,000 molecular weight entity, shown by the arrow on the right, in samples, in this case, between 56 and 60. So, so TGF beta was really born at the NCI, and Drs. Michael Sporn and Anita Roberts are credited as being the parents of this molecule. So following the purification of TGF beta, the amino